I'm sorry, can we just pause here? Who the buys cheese and bacon shapes?
Look at what you made me do. All of you commenters nibbling away at my confidence. How dare you make fun of cheese and bacon shapes? That's the best flavour there is. Well, I'm putting an end to it today. You know why? Behold, the wall of shapes. That's right. We're doing a good old-fashioned tier list down under. We are going through every single flavour of shapes that we can find at our local Coles. And we are going to determine once and for all that is at the bottom of the food pyramid. That's right, I'm calling it. If you're an Australian, that's everything you need right here. We're making our own Aussie food pyramid and we're cheaply putting it into the tier list to YouTubeify it to the international audience. The point is, you don't have shapes in your crap country, do you? It's the only good import. Look, it's the only good thing we have here. Just let us have it. Cost of living crisis, eat your heart out. It was amazing though. We were going to the supermarket and thinking, my God, $2 for shapes. I never thought I'd see the day that they were that cheap. I'm sorry, it's still a good deal. This is the Australian equivalent of 4 people in India living off dal. Just live off it. I'm going to show you which ones you should and in what order. That is the entire point of this. I'm having the definitive final say on what the greatest shape flavour is. And we will be giving it the highly coveted Fat Kid with a Single Mum Award. This is obviously the choice of snack for recess for the kid at school that you always thought, oh, which one was him? He gets to have Coke. And then you thought afterwards, like, yeah, but you probably got diabetes at 30. But at the time, God, you were jealous of him. And that's why we're going to give that award to the best shape flavour. It'll be rising up the ranks with the current leader of the pack. But enough talk. It's time for action. Now, seeing as we're building a pyramid, it would be remiss of me to discount everything that I've learned in History Channel documentaries about how they were clearly built by aliens by not starting with a strong foundation. We are going to try what I am almost certain will stay on the base, which is Shapes Vegemite. I don't like it at the best of times. Oh, holy shit, I'm really just... Okay, I might be qualified to build pyramids. I'm not qualified to be an Australian. Aussie legends. Well, it's hard to deny when you're talking about Vegemite, cheese, and of course, Arnott Shapes. It's definitely a team of champions. Is it a champion team? 2.5 on the health star rating. I'll be honest, that's a hell of a lot higher than I thought it would be. Maybe the single mum was right to stop the endless whinging from that fat kid with one of these. Well, he wouldn't have been right to give him that flavour. He was extremely annoying. He doesn't deserve that kind of punishment. Let me just get a second one just to see if there is an aftertaste. I mean, it is shaped like Australia. Hey, and much like how West Australia wants it, yeah, seceded. And, gotta say, everything is better in the big state. I'm already warming to it. I'm having another one. I've changed my mind. I still don't think this is going to be at the top, but maybe I misjudged you. Continent that raised me in one of the best living standard zones on Earth. It's a bit weird eating our country. Like, surely if you did this in America, you'd get executed in Texas, right? Seeing as there is quite literally no other contenders on the table, this is winning the highly coveted FKSM award. But will it stand when we bring out one of the fully loadeds? Now, I've never eaten a fully loaded before, but I heard from a very stoned, skinny man that was in here before, because of course we have this many shapes in here. One of my friends knocks on the door. Something's going on in here. And so obviously, being a stoner from the inner city, he is a shapes connoisseur, and he told me that the difference between a normal shape and a fully loaded shape is kind of like the difference between a pizza and a calzone. They are cousins, but you know, one of the other cousins you only pull out for very important family gatherings. So much cheese in these flavours. There's something that freaks me out about. Yeah, genuine cheese. Is it though? Has it ever seen anything close to a cow? I mean, the factory workers might have been thinking of a cow when they manufactured it, I don't know. Who the f*** has repurchased this? What the f*** is wrong with you? No, actually, no. It's like this is cheese and Vegemite shapes. I'm telling you, all of these ridiculous flavours have a very offensive assault Their defense, on the other hand, is weak. Yeah, it's a lot like that old chicken chippies ad where it's like, which one of you is the most delicious? And then they just go like, I'm not the most delicious, but at the end of the day, no, that is fully loaded. Hang on, let me say that in a Jeremy Clarkson accent. That is fully loaded. And look, even into this, like, chop gear.
I've got the name for it. What? The bloody awful.
Well, look, I know that there is some biases in whatever your taste buds have last. You think, yeah, that was a good one, but I'm gonna go with my taste buds. Now remember, it'll be in this order. Bottom, right, worst, and then it'll just keep going along if it's kind of just a little bit better, and then if it's like a tier above, it goes to the top tier. Well, now I've made it a lot harder for myself, but you get the picture. Ah, yes, chicken crimpy. The artist's choice.
Was that the artist's choice?
Artist's choice. Artist's choice. Look, the point is, it's my favourite anyway. I think that we all are going to have to go with the classic shapes, flavours, and break down in demographic what they are. So, yeah, if you have a gamer chair, I'm guessing this is your favourite flavour, right? If you spent most of your teens at a skate park drinking slushies and occasionally broke that up with throwing rocks at cars, pizza flavour. Vegemite? Fuck me, that leaves a divorced dad taste in your mouth, doesn't it? I honestly don't even know why we purchased this. I think everyone in Australia knows what this tastes like. This is much like when we used to spray links in videos. You can smell it by seeing it, but look at that. Salivate, you Pavlovian mats. Yeah, you're jealous that you don't have some right now? I really do feel like I'm just eating something delicious in front of my dog.
That's disgusting.
Disgusting or not, it's going to the top. FKSM. Right there, baby. And we think it's just going to keep going in the trajectory it is. It's going to be hard to top chicken crimpies, isn't it? Fuck, they're dry, though. It's like, you know what this should be called? Uluru flavour. I need something to drink. Hang on. I'll take the obvious lump of wheat that is just going to be permanently at the back of my esophagus for the next day. Nacho cheese. Jeez, how many... ultimate cheese. Cheese. In you go, you little rats. While we're unopening this, what do you reckon nacho cheese is? Let me know in the comments, because I'm kind of at a loss to what demographic of Australia goes for the nacho cheese. I'm going to go with people on the NDIS. I mean, they gotta eat too. You can really taste the Mexican spices. In fact, why are they called nacho cheese? You know what they should do? They should put this in the shape of New Mexico. Almost south of the border, but due to the normally very watered down palate taste of Australians that, let's be real, made butter chicken a thing. I don't think that's actually Indian. This is what we imagine Mexican tastes like. And you know what it tastes like? MSG. It's not bad though, honestly. As a result, I'm almost going to put it on the second tier. I might move it up later, but for now, bam, solid silver when we're not even halfway. Good boy. Savoury. Now, this is a sleeper. This is one that I've heard a lot of people say a lot of good things about. To me, it reminds me of one of those anime characters where right throughout the entire franchise, you think, ooh, is he going to side with the good guys or not? So let's find out. Can you insert an anime character that suits that description? I don't really watch anime. Oh, here we go. The health rating shows that it is siding with the dark side. A solid 1.5 stars. Yes, this really seems to be the diabetic immigrant's choice. God, all the pillars of society, eh? I can't believe I've never had savoury before. I have heard legends. I've heard of it. Hello, taste! Oh. Aren't you diabolical? See that little parrot right there? I always thought that it was a cartoon, but no, that is the CEO, and this is clearly what they feed him. He's trying to trick the rest of us into eating bird seed. And he has succeeded.
Do you love me?
Fuck off.
It's not the worst, it can't be the worst. You know what this is? Remember when there was World Idol and you couldn't vote for your own country because it was just obviously that was going to win? This should not be. It is, it's the mystery anime character one. You can't rate this because it has no flavour.
It's like a bison's penis. What is that?
I banished ye to the ocean. The ocean's my aquarium over there, by the way. I reckon, honestly, if I fed that to my fish, they would probably die. It had a very low health rating, but it wouldn't be because it isn't pet food. Oh, epic garlic bread. This one looks really good. Makes me think it's going to be really bad. Oh my God. Look, if you need dry ice to sell shapes, you know that something's up. By the way, come on, Epic garlic bread has to be John Barilaro's choice. Holy fuck, Epic? I like garlic bread at the best of times, Stitch. I say, dude, it doesn't look like epic garlic bread. It looks like garlic bread that has been thrown into a dimension that resembles hell and then been dragged out again. Look at it. You know how whenever they put out these stupid flavours, anything, it doesn't necessarily have to be shapes, something where they're just like, new Smith's Chips Greek salad flavour. New Smith's Chips Waleed Ali's shoe flavour. How surprised are you every time when you taste one of those and you're like, it does taste like Waleed Ali's shoe. It does. And as a result, I am not putting it in the next row. There we go. Sucked in. But at least we've got one that's showing that they can be changed around finally after 5 flavours. Oh, what's this? Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we have a challenger approaching right here. I'm getting thrown 2 at once. It is Shapes Gluten-free. How do you make a shape without gluten? What is gluten? And then Shapes Original Barbecue, but this is a barbecue without any wheat. Is that just the flavour? All right, well, I guess we're gonna find out together, but God, this one feels a hell of a lot lighter. I think that what's gonna go down here is I'm going to be blinded, and by blinded, I'm gonna close my eyes and not cheat, and we're gonna see if I can tell which one is the imposter. Because look at it. Look at it at the moment. Kill him. No, kill him. Oi, for this, can you make this look like one of those Japanese shows where it's a food off?
オーストラリアの一番大切な戦争だぜ。どっちのシェイプス味は最高かな。フレンドリージョーディーズさん教えてください。
Alright, my eyes were closed as I was presented with 2 shapes, one of which is the imposter shape. Can I detect it? Down the hatch with old righty here. Oh, it's easy as. That is definitely the gluten one. For sure.
As in gluten-free or has gluten?
The one that whiny people have. Gluten-free. There's a double shot, but look, we're really wasting our time here. Or are we? Oh my God, it's a butter and I can't believe it's not butter. I am gonna go with the first one, purely because much like I can't believe it's not butter, you're like, yeah, it can, it's just wussy butter. Was this the gluten-free?
That was gluten-free. You are correct.
Yes! Oh my God, I can't believe I won this thing that I had a 50% chance of guessing anyway. If this was Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, I really shouldn't be celebrating. I just lost a lifeline. Nonetheless, give me those shapes. I'm putting them on the tier. Fuck, they're flying everywhere, Jesus. That goes where it belongs, baby. But this is worse, so we are placing it as FKSM, followed by 2 close contenders, because honestly, I really do feel like barbecue shapes has to be the normie's choice. If you like Great Northern's, if you like Friends, the TV show, but also if you just have friends, you're not getting chicken crimpy, are you? Shapes is the compromise candidate. That is the Joe Biden of shapes, right there. Now, no one is going to be particularly pissed off with that flavour. However, I would like to ask, is it anyone's favourite flavour? Let me know. No, I'm not content farming. I'm genuinely curious about your opinion. Fuck, I'm sick of eating shapes. All right, we're on to the next one. Fully loaded, wicked, sweet chili. Wow, I can see why they're called fully loaded, because they're fully loaded with fat. I think I haven't eaten this one before. Oh no, yes I have. I remember my dad coming home one day. Good news, son. Do mine 18-year-old taste buds deceive? Come on, that can't be safe for consumption. Jesus, they really weren't lying on that one. That is fully loaded. If this was a truck and it was carrying cargo, this would get pulled over by customs, and rightfully so. Are you delicious? Dude. You know what this tastes like? You know those Airwick things that go off in households? It tastes like this smells. You ready for this? You ready? Bam! Absolute worst. Cast to the shadows with ye. Yeah, here we go. Don't you reckon that back in the day, instead of having the little Italian pizza man going like, messa, 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 the ad should have just been Avril Lavigne's, he was a skater boy, which now that I think about it, I don't think that Australian snack companies have the budget for an Avril Lavigne song in the background, so maybe they were right to do it. But I'll tell you this, it doesn't taste like fucking pizza, does it? I'll double check. Don't you worry, you just sit on your ass and do nothing as usual. I'll do all the heavy lifting here. Everyone watching this right now is a c***, especially the marine biologists. We're gonna have this one, and again, we already know that this is going to be at the top tier, obviously. Those stoner skater kids do have a really good taste. Buds. Way better than the single divorced dads, I'll tell you that. Fully loaded sweet chili. Who is that for? Anyway, okay, come on. This is the Thai massage parlor's choice. Yeah, see, it's got to be the closest to the barbecue in that. No one's going to be pissed that you got pizza. What I will say is, these two, much like in real life, don't you think? Pizza and chicken. These are the two oddballs of the high school ecosystem. You have the artists here that are really into Yu-Gi-Oh cards and trains. And have these guys here that are really into skateboards and guitars. But they sort of see eye to eye, you know? They're both the same groups of people that like the idea of having a pet snake. And just like their taste in exotic pets, they've got good taste. It's at the top. It's at the top. I'm sorry. I am an artist, so I'm putting the chicken crimpies there. But like pizza's a good second. All right, next we have a red one. What is this, a different type of set? My life's work. Oh God, the news keeps getting worse. 4 and 20 meat pie flavour. This shouldn't exist. Flavour of footy. That's what I always think about. Instead of going to a restaurant today, I'd really like to go back to the footy to buy one of those overpriced hot dogs that simultaneously taste like they're both frozen and teeming with salmonella. That's what we needed. That reminder. Don't you reckon purely because it was Arnott's and it's just such an Australian icon, another Australian icon walked in there, Wally King. Make a meat pie flavour, but Wally, damn it, your king has spoken. You know what, I really feel like I'm doing a customs job here. I'm inspecting this, I'm not tasting it. Hey, pro tip, don't sniff the bag. Nah. No, it doesn't get better the second time around. You're gonna make me do something really unpatriotic here, Shapes. Oh, that aftertaste. Nah, it freaks me out. Okay, I'm sorry, that one tastes too much like a pie. I feel like somebody was supposed to reenact a war scene when they actually were in Nam and being like, oh, it's too real. My God, Arnott's. Icarus, my boy, you flew too close to the sun. Now that we're reconstructing this pyramid, nah, I'm sorry. Feels really bad, but all the Australian-shaped shapes, they're teetering at the bottom. They are. I feel awful doing this, by the way. I really should be arrested for that, and not for the reasons that, you know, we have been arrested in the past. Where do I put this one? I think this one deserves to be up on the next tier. I'm feeling nice. Garlic bread there, cheese there, and then... Still holding FKSM award. History Channel, take note. That's how the pyramids were built, baby. Oh, God. No. Not you. Anyone but you. You know, in two of my live shows, dates available on the side. 2 of them, there was a guy that made sure that he sat in the front row and then did this as soon as I started talking. What you got there, buddy? Shapes? Is it barbecue? Nah. This is my albatross. This will be hung around my neck for the rest of my life. The fact that I said that cheese and bacon sucks. I don't think we're going to be getting any new information out of this. I already know. I know this is going to be terrible. I'll temper your little fantasy for just a brief second. You get to live in your little imaginary world that this doesn't deserve to be at the absolute bottom. You ready? Oh, God. The creamy textures of cheese mixed with the undeniable smokiness of pork made in a Canadian storehouse over a long winter. My God. Guys, I've got to say, Shape's original cheese and bacon, I was mistaken, I thought, honestly, was going to be a little bit better than fully loaded sweet chili. Bam, it's right there. How does that feel? Right at the bottom. No, you can't argue with it. This is the definitive pyramid. There it is. Sorry. How do you feel now, cheese and bacon lovers? You meth heads? Come on, meth heads choice. Meth heads choice. And I hate you. Every last one of you. Hey, you want some? There you go, you animals. Eat up. Fucking mutts. It's disgusting! Stop eating this! I will tell you this right now, not even this, I'd gladly eat this out of the bin. Way easier than that. But look, dude, I will swindle this around my toilet. My second one that I don't even use that much, and I'll still eat it over that. That was vile. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys, especially the ones that really like cheese and bacon flavour. I thought that was fun. Tune in because we will be doing other reviews if so required. Don't make me do that again, though. I really wish that I finished off with something else instead, but I think that is a pretty good... Well, it's not a pyramid at all. I lied. And now, as the winner of the coveted Fat Kid with a Single Mum Award, I will now eat the winner. It's very disrespectful. I don't think that we tried to cannibalize Ian Thorpe. I'll have to double check that. But I am going to be eating this over the credits while impersonating the fat annoying kid at your school that wouldn't give you any of his sick recess snacks. Because can't do it to you either. Sorry, you're not in the room. Enjoy this post-traumatic stress. Fuck off, Nathan. When you want to come to my house, we've got a new Xbox at home. No, you have to play the shit controller. Because it's my controller. Oi. No, if you don't... No, then you're not coming to my house if you want the big good controller. Bring your own good controller then. It's not my fault that you're a puff. No, there's not enough. It's a mini pack.